Looking good there, Stephen Leto. Now, the National Assembly Speaker, Moses Wetangula, has slammed the judiciary over what he terms as reckless court decisions impeding the development of the nation. Speaking at the 8th Kenya Private Sector Alliance Speakers Roundtable in Mombasa, Wetangula argued that court injunctions should be a last resort in judicial rulings and judgments, with the leader of the majority in the National Assembly, Kimani Ichung'wa, revealing that the controversial Finance Bill of 2024 was recrafted and eventually passed by Parliament 6 months after it was withdrawn. Questions of good faith arising. Seth Olale has more.
In yet another onslaught against the judiciary by the parliamentary leadership, Speaker of the National Assembly Moses Wetangula accused the courts of slowing down development of the country through issuing injunctions without considering the consequences of such actions to international financial lenders and contractors.
This is perhaps a legislation that you as KEPSA brought to us to improve the way of doing business in Kenya. And the crank who has gone to court does not even run a kiosk in the business world. He's simply a surrogate litigant for your competitors. And these are some of the problems we're having.
The National Assembly Speaker, while meeting members of the Kenya Private Sector Alliance during the 8th KEPSA Speakers Roundtable in Mombasa, said there is a need to have stakeholder engagement with the judiciary, which he said gave court injunctions too easily.
We need to have a roundtable with KEPSA, Parliament and judicial, so that they can also appreciate that injunctions are not cakes to be dished to everybody carrying a plate.
The business leaders called for an enabling environment and legislation for business.
If our infrastructure is not right, the ease of doing business won't happen. If our logistics are not right, if things are not working at the port of Mombasa, at our own airports, at our roads, and our train.
Majority Leader in the National Assembly, Kimani Ichung'wa, reviving the debate on the value and Parliament's role in passing the controversial Finance Bill 2024. Ichung'wa revealing that, though the bill was withdrawn after the Gen Z protests that culminated in the invasion of Parliament, it was recrafted and passed by the same House.
When we gave birth or consummated the Finance Bill of 2024, it became Parliament's. The private sector completely abandoned Parliament. Disinformation, misinformation killed the baby that we consummated together. It took Parliament again another 6 months of lost revenues, lost job opportunities for our young people in the country, to recraft the same finance bill into 4 different bills.
If you want to start a new industry, start it and we will defend and we will protect and we will give you incentives. But you cannot allow you to use Parliament to tax your competitors so they get out of business. It has happened. And we know each other.
Seth Olale, Citizen TV.